Hello and thanks for watching. I'm Josh Hartley. This week at Otterbein, exam week is upon us, winter is right around the corner, and the basketball teams are into OAC play. But first, Black Friday and Cyber Monday are two of the biggest shopping days year-round and just happened this past weekend. With the holiday shopping season now in full swing, OTV's John Bazika caught up with Marketing and Economics Assistant Professor Dr. Michael Levin to discuss the upcoming sales forecast.
Holiday shopping, it's something everyone has to do. Yet as Dr. Michael Levin tells us, this year's sales are different from that of previous years.
This looks like it's going to be a record year for sales online. Store sales, however, were pretty much declined compared to last year. About roughly 3% decline from last year for the 4-day shopping weekend as compared to last year. For online sales, it was an increase of over 30% for that 4-day shopping increase. And as I said, Thanksgiving Day really saw an increase on sales through mobile devices.
So what is it that's causing this change in the way items are sold?
The other thing that drove it in terms of online sales was the heavy discounting. And a lot of retailers were offering free shopping. They were also offering deep discounts, and people just didn't want to fight the crowds. And so I can stay home, I can receive the good discount that I would get at the store. I don't have to fight the crowds. I can stay with friends and family, and I can use this brand new tablet that I bought in the last year or so.
So sales have changed, but Dr. Levin has an overall feeling about the year itself.
But I think the overall dollar amount will probably be flat this year because, again, those economic conditions.
For This Week at Otterbein, John Bazika with the story.
Well, with the holiday season coming up, there's bound to be a lot of ice and snow, especially this weekend's forecast. With this weather coming, dangerous driving conditions. Some helpful tips for driving in the winter should be to leave plenty of space around surrounding cars in case they were to slide. Also, make sure to leave extra time getting to destinations and to drive slowly. And lastly, make sure that tires are in good condition and properly inflated. Well, I mean, this is our last newscast of the year, and I hear that there's a little dance concert going on. You shaking your groove thing there, Kendra?
You better believe it, Josh, and so are some Otterbein students, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about that. This year's dance concert is titled Dance 2013 Once Again, and premieres this weekend. OTV's Grace Lenahan got some information about the concert and also sat down with the show's student choreographer. Take a look.
This year's dance concert, one Otterbein student had the chance to take her love of choreography to the big stage. Senior Maggie Savoy tells us what it's like to be chosen as the concert's student choreographer.
It's really fun because it's an experience that a lot of students don't get to have before they're out in the real world. It's working on pretty much a professional production and having the opportunity to choreograph something that's your own work and not be assisting with other people. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun.
Choreography is something that Savoy has been working on for a long time, and it seems to have paid off.
I've done a lot of work in the past. We have workshops every semester, and I've submitted stuff for that, and that's usually where they start looking for people who are interested. I've taken the choreography classes here, and I've worked with Stella and Maria a lot on choreography and assisting for Les Mis in the fall. And I assisted for a dance concert last year, so I've been pushing a lot. I've been working a lot on choreographies.
The theme of dance concert this year is Once Again, which will bring back pieces that were done in the past. But Savoy's piece is a brand new rockette themed dance.
Mine is a combination of the finale and the bows for the entire concert. So it just it pulls everything together, and it's here's everyone, here's the end. It's just the big showstopper finish sort of piece.
With a cast of 31 dancers, choreographing this piece has been a challenge. But for Savoy, it has also been a great opportunity.
It's been a lot of fun, and this piece has just been a lot of work, but it's pushed me in a really good way because it's something that I don't normally do.
The show will run from Thursday, December 5th through Sunday the 8th in Cowan Hall. Tickets are, of course, always free to students with a Cardinal card. Other than the dance concert, there are also many other events going on this weekend at Otterbein. Let's take a look at this week's community calendar. football season has wrapped up here at Otterbein, but Jordan, I hear you have some exciting news about some players on the team.
I do, absolutely. 4 players to be exact. Monday, the league offices released the names of 4 Otterbein football players who would receive all Ohio Athletic Conference honors. Seniors Zach Reeves, Stephen Carpenter, and Ben Sizemore were chosen, as well as freshman Austin Jones. All 4 of players in which started all 10 games this season. Otterbein finished with a 5-5 record, ending in a 3-way tie for 4th place in the OAC. Congratulations to those athletes. The Otterbein women's basketball team traveled to Marietta last night in hopes of securing their first conference game win, but would fall short to the Pioneers. Otterbein took a hefty lead in the first minutes, leading Marietta 19-6. Otterbein would remain ahead 38-33 going into the half. Marietta would return fighting in the second half with a 16-5 run, giving them a 49-44 lead. Marietta managed to hold on throughout the final minutes after back-to-back free throws from junior Tabitha Piper put the Cards within 2. But a missed 3-point from junior Maddie Miller would ultimately result in Otterbein just falling short of the Pioneers 71-69. The women's team looks to get a win at home this Saturday against Muskingum at 3 p.m. in the Reich. Otterbein men's basketball took on number 22 ranked Marietta College at home last night in the Reich Center. The Cards looked to get not only their first win at home, but their first OAC win as well. Otterbein kept the game close in the first few minutes until the Marietta Pioneers found an offensive rhythm, putting them up on the Cards 51-37 at the half. Sophomore Jake Bischoff's 3-pointer to begin the second half would bring the Cards within 12, but that wouldn't be enough for Otterbein to ensure a win at Marietta, as they continued to stay hot for the second half. Marietta would take home the W 109-72. I caught up with Coach Adrian after the game for his thoughts on the loss.
I'd be concerned if we were seniors and juniors like they are, but since we're freshmen and sophomores and first and second year players, that's where we want to be when we're juniors and seniors. It's a good team. They've done a good job for 5 or 6 years now, been nationally ranked for a number of years. And I think if our young guys keep playing hard and they learn some lessons from things like this and get after it and get better defensively, well, that's where we're going to be at some point. It wasn't tonight, but hats off. When a team shoots like that, you need to play better. You need to play a lot better to beat them. And I thought we did it for about 25, 30 minutes, which frankly is 5 or 10, 15 minutes longer than we've done it all year. So while the score is not indicative, obviously when you foul as much as we did in the second half, they're going to run the score up and make a bunch of shots. So we got to just keep working, get better, and playing good teams like we have this year. We've played against 3 nationally ranked teams and some All-Americans, and we just need to learn how to compete the right way more often.
The men's team will head to Muskingum University Saturday to take on the Muskies at 3 p.m. Well, Josh, like you mentioned, this is our last newscast.
It is.
But it's also our senior year, so it really is our last newscast.
It really is. This is actually, we are graduating next week.
Yeah.
We're going to be completely done. I don't know how we feel about that.
Well, I guess on behalf of you and I, we'd like to thank,
I'd like to thank Otterbein and all the OTV staff.
Absolutely.
And it's really been enjoyable. Well, that is all the time that we have for this week's show. On behalf of Kendra, Jordan, and the entire crew, I'm Josh Hartley. We will catch you next year, and have a great holiday season, and thanks for tuning in.